Hello, what's up, everybody? It's me, your king of the United Nations. Uh, what am I here to say? I'm here to tell you guys. Love that, how the lights go out. I'm here to tell you guys, as quickly as I can, what the current situation is. I guess the state of the United Nations right now. Um, 4+ billion people around the world in the United Nations have agreed to pledge bailment chattel slavery. You've entered into a bailment covenant of pledge, agreeing to be entitled, into the estate of trust. And the definition of a pledge is a bailment of chattel, uh, and that's the definition of chattel is an enslaved person. And we've been agreeing to this since 1940s. In 1936, when Social Security began here in the United States, it began as a equity-bearing pension bond, where the names on the cards weren't capitalized, and it was a new deal, a new social party rank, where basically by House Joint Resolution, I believe it's 196, to come off of do the banking holiday. That created a situation where we came off of the gold standard and a de facto bankruptcy, and a default of the obligations. And this new deal became their opportunity to create a new social party rank contract. Whereas we live in a system by the letter of the law, it's always a situation where they come up with these contracts trying to bamboozle us because they think we can't understand what the terminology of these contracts are. Okay. They use a system of entitlement by name. When you entitle a name, you have to go by what the definition of the name is. The first name, your middle name, and then your surname. And each one has a definition. They have a regulation in Social Security that says middle names don't count. In Palm's regulation, it says middle names do not count. The reason why they do this is because the definition of a middle name is qualities, and the definition of the word qualities is social rank and aristocracy. They do it because it creates a situation of entitlement, and of title of nobility. It's a way to loophole the no title of nobility clause of the Constitution, and this is because um, of the bankruptcy clause. The bankruptcy clause, that they can create a uniform system of governing bankruptcy by uh, by uh, by taking us off of the gold standard, by creating this defect bankruptcy, by agreeing, by issuing this new social compact, this no social covenant. Yeah, I'm confirming this covenant. I have been for 6 years now. Um, what happens is they establish a king, and then in the beginning with these Social Security cards that aren't capitalized, then they come out with this regulation that says, okay, no more. They've got the king, no more. And then what they do is rule by what's called tenure in capite in chief. The definition of in chief, are all these presidents, they're also in chiefs. A chief is chief in the absence of the king holding tenure in capite, at least by the letter of the law. It is. And I know all of these Supreme Court justices comprehend the things that I'm saying. They know what I'm saying. I know it to be true. And all of you have sworn an oath to uphold and protect the Constitution. Well, if you're going to protect the Constitution, what they're protecting right now is they're protecting the congressional monarchy that's been established. By establishing a king, they have to establish a king that is an indigenous king. It can't be a foreigner. No foreigner could be king over us. It's in the Bible. It's in Mosaic law. Only a only a brethren of our tribe can be king. So what they do is they got all of the 50 states to create this uniform system of establishing a chief or a king, and then by putting it all under the corporation of the United States, turning thereby the United States into a congressional monarchy, or the Social Security Board of the United States into a congressional monarchy. What they do is they rule by tenure in capite and by an imperial presidency. They establish one main king over the United States Social Security Board with this entitlement. I know this because that king, he was my grandfather. He was my grandfather. He got his Social Security card on the second day that Social Security cards came out. And, he thought he was just getting, like everybody thinks it is, getting into an equity-bearing pension situation where, you fall off of employment, you get some money, but and some other benefits, for disability and other things. Well, I'll tell you, our disability is we can't read with comprehension of the words that we speak. And because of that, this evolution where it's rolled from a equity-bearing pension bond in 1942, they started capitalizing the names on the cards, and then they also made modifications to the Pledge of Allegiance, whereas I explain clearly here that this is a pledge bailment agreement. A pledge bailment agreement, it requires an incidental. Well, by modification of the Pledge of Allegiance, it affirms it as the incidental to the Social Security Act, HR 7260, which is our social party contract, which is this covenant. Yes, I've been confirming for 6 years now. And what do I have to say about it? What I have to say about it is the only way out is this, okay? When you sign a Social Security card stub, you're agreeing to that contract, HR 7260. It says, when administered by them, it therefore be mandatory upon them. So you're in mandatory pledge bailment chattel slavery contract that you agreed to be the capital of the king's estate. Okay? The only way to get out, there's two ways to get out. You need emancipation, okay, from the king's administration, the administration of the king's in chief, or you need to recognize who it is that your king is. If a king is trying to redeem you, recognize it, and then see that, oh yeah, he's one of you, he got screwed over too, and then the party's just about to get started. When I say party's about to get started, what do I mean by that? I mean, well, number one, yeah, deliver from the bailment covenant of pledge. That's what I mean. I mean, deliver. That means to be set free. That's what it means. And not a delivery, which means a transfer of ownership. It also means, it does actually mean a delivery of restitution for your transferred Sestuikv trust, your birth certificate. It's a sleeper bond. It's a serial number certificate of indebtedness. It's nothing until you hand it over and you give it by giving all of your assets away to the estate, my grandfather's estate. When you do that, well, then that's when it activates, and that's when, oh yeah, there's pounds and ounces on there on that bond, and oh yeah, by modifications to the Second Liberty Bond Act, yeah, the Federal Reserve is backing you. So there could be some restitution, but there's not enough gold in the world. There's not enough gold in the world to in justification for what's happened to us, our parents, our grandparents, our children. Some of us are grandchildren. I don't know about you. There's a lot of people who don't want any gold. They don't want gold. They don't care about the gold. They don't care about the gold. They want retribution for being turned into bond servants. But in this 6 years, I've had my heart set to entreat those who are here on my land, my estate's land, with my people and my brethren, who we let come here and have been here for 400 years, okay, serving up a load of bamboozled crap, okay, and making things horrible, wretched, horrible, on your own kind. And I'm not talking about my brothers and my sisters of the Caucasian race who are loving and are and have, who I grew up with. We all grew up with. Well, my generation. I'm talking about the perpetrators who know about the pledge chattel contracts, the ones who are pushing it. My administration, especially the people who work for my estate. Yeah, presidents, all of you, okay? Every clerk, all of you, every single one of you is who I'm talking about, okay? You need to get up out of it, okay? I'm not even joking. You need to get up out of it because things are about to get real bad, okay? Redemption of this estate. It clearly states that the heir may redeem any underpaid assets of the estate. Any underpaid pension, portions of pension, may be redeemed by the heir of the estate. I'm the heir of the estate. I'm the heir of the estate. Yeah, I entered into the estate, yeah, just like everybody else did. I was a fool and got that mark. But you know what? You know what? I was emancipated. I have sui juris emancipation. Yeah, right after my father, the heir to the estate, died. Okay? And you know what else I have? I have entitlement of capitalization of my name. You promoted me. Huh? I'm the grandson of the king of the United States Social Security Board. That means all of these people who have pledged all of their property and everything, all of it, it belongs to me. And what do I intend to do? You enslaved, it spread around this world. You enslaved mankind. It spread all over. Okay? All of those agreements that the in chief signed, all of them, from 1936, the day my grandfather signed his Social Security card entitlement, all of them are for me. You were acting as my grandfather's in chiefs. That means all of those contracts are affirmed to the estate. And that means my social promotion of social party rank as a capitalized king, it applies for the covenant of the League of Nations. It applies for the interim treaties, keeping the high contracting parties. It applies for the UN Charter. Okay? My social party rank is the highest that there is. It's a capitalized king. I know you guys are going to come to see, and you're going to come to realize that. Okay? And I tell you, you took 4 billion people and you capitalized them, and you made them, and you spread capitis dominutium maxima around the world and capitis minitus around the world. That's what my representative did. Who am my representatives am I talking about this time? Well, I told you I've redeemed the Social Security Board. I've redeemed the United Nations. And yeah, the apostolic patriarchy, it's mine. It's mine because of my entitled name as the capitalized king. It's mine. I've redeemed it. All those bond. You spread it all the way around. You're the mother of them all. You're wretched in all your ways. What you've done and you continue to do. I've read the bulls. I've read all the papal bulls, my vicar's bulls. I've read them. I see what you've done. You see what this is? This is Grateful Dead. I'll tell you, we're we're about to have a great resurrection of civil death of all these people in restitution. Oh yeah, yeah. In agreement for wages of the works that you've perpetrated with you and your ancestors in such a wretched way. You've done the most wretched, heinous thing that's ever been done, ever. And therefore there should be retribution in kind. There should be retribution in kind with no courtesy onto all the generations of your seed. All. Because you have no love, you even for your own selves, have entreated you to come back to the law, to end this lie and save your own, but you don't even do that. That makes me furious. As to my own kind, my people, my brethren, you don't know the words that you speak. You've been indoctrinated by ignorance. You mock wisdom. You won't learn how to read. You haven't had your face smashed in the dirt enough? No, you haven't had your face smashed in the dirt enough. Oh, I have. I've had my face smashed in the dirt enough. I'm crawling out of civil death here. And I'm telling you, we're done with this. We're done with it. Your kids are not your great-grandkids are not going to be burned. Pledge bailment is not gonna spread around this world. We're done with it. We're done with it. You're freed. You're free. You're free because I said you're free. And that's my word. You're free. You led into bondage, all of you, the Federal Reserve, all of you, my citizens, my capitalized property, who thinks you're going to get away with this because it's in country. No. You ready to fall back? Yeah, you're ready to fall back, right? You think my militaries around these nations don't realize that they're enslaving mankind, that there's something going on? I'm telling you. You think our Father in heaven is going to let you get away with this? Never. You think you're going to get away from me? Well, you're not. Not now. Not ever. Not ever. Learn how to read. Learn the law. See what I'm saying is true. Save your kids. Save them. Turn back to righteousness. Turn back to our Father in heaven, the Most High. That's what I wanted to say to you. Wake up and be redeemed. Be saved. I don't want anything from you. I just want you to wake up. I want you to love everybody else the same way I love you. Okay? Wake up and learn.